How are you feeling? How long have you been here?
3 months, May 17th.
And what brought you here?
That's difficult to answer.
Some idea.
I am not completely like other people.
What do you mean by that?
People dislike me because I am not completely like them. I am trying to do with my life something which few people try to do, and this influences my thinking and consequently my action.
What is it you're trying to do with your life?
Play the piano for people.
I'm not clear. How is it that playing the piano for people has eventually resulted in your being here in the hospital?
That's difficult to answer.
this the end? There's a noise inside my head of crying people facing death. Is this the end? Is this the end? Oh, I'm burning in the stone. There's no place to hide. I'm burning in the stone. What have we done to the world? What have we done to the world? I'm burning in the stone. There's no place to hide. I'm burning in the stone. This is the final sweet dreams are made of these. Who am I to disagree? Travel the world and the seven seas. Everybody's looking for something. Some of them want to use you. Some of them want to get used by you. Some of them want to use you. Some of them want to be out you.
Won't anybody help us? What are we running for? When there's nowhere we can run to anymore. Can't afford to be innocent. Stand up and face the enemy. It's a do or die situation. We will be invincible. And with the power of conviction, there is no sacrifice. It's a do or die situation. We will be invincible.
Who the fuck is Karlyn? She's just some sweet lady. She's like in a knitting. She does like a knitting stream. She's like a knitting YouTuber. She does knitting.
Can we grow up a little bit and
Alt
not
Girl
be
sent $200.
retarded?
Have you
Please.
seen the work of Karlyn Borysenko? Anti-commie cult leader and is obsessed with looking at what actual far-left communists are talking about and organizing today, infiltrating them. They infiltrated the universities, schools, media. She has the receipts to back it up. Primary source evidence. Infestation is dire and she calls Republicans idiots eating slop. Agree.
Thank you for the big super chat. Yeah, oh, I know Karlyn B. She's solid. She's funny. I
The
like
great
her.
noticer sent $200.
Literally.
So
not
it's,
Ian.
it's not because I haven't dangled my junk into the combat zone on purpose to get some camera footage, but that's the big part of what's the
Is
problem.
that what you call reporting?
Go
and live
under, if
streaming?
you're going to do it,
Yeah,
go
seriously.
undercover. Otherwise you're wearing a hunk of meat in a lion's den. Nick Shirley, I love you. Take care of yourself, man. Karlyn Borysenko went undercover. Do stuff like that. Like if you want to expose this thing, don't pariah, please.
But Ian, here's and I agree with you to an extent.
I watch these streams, and I've been watching a self-professed fascist named Karlyn, who drinks and basically roasts these live streams. But weirdly, she has apparently embedded herself with Antifa before, and so it's such a funny stream because
So they tolerate her?
Oh no, not anymore. She no. She's I mean, I don't know if she's trolling or not, but on her stream, she's like, I am a fascist.
Right.
So she's proudly proclaiming she's a fascist. I don't know how much of that is trolling, how much of it is real, but conservatives who are drawn to her stream will say things like, these people are funded by George Soros. And it's the funniest thing because she gets so mad. And she's like, get off fucking Fox News. Stop watching that shit. It's all wrong. Do these people look funded? Do these people look like they have money? They're not funded. It's so, and I guess her bigger point is by saying these are funded agitators and not saying what they actually are, which is anti-capitalist revolutionaries, you dilute what's really happening. Because what's really happening, according to her, and I think a fair amount of people, is that the economy is so fucked. The middle class is diminishing so much. The cost of living is so high that this is the perfect soil you need if you wanted communism to grow anywhere.
What's up, guys? Did you miss me? Did you miss me? I missed you guys. I gotta be honest, I plan to do more streaming while I was away, but it has been so busy, and I've been a little under the weather, and we're gonna see how this goes tonight. I have had an epic head cold for 3 or 4 days. I was like, this is what happens when I leave the house, okay? Let me turn the comments on the screen so you guys can see the chat on the screen. I was like, this is what happens when I leave my house. I get sick. And so I haven't been streaming as much, but man, it has been an insane trip so far. It's been an incredibly successful trip. I'm obviously still in Portland right now, and I was just on Fox News. I was just on Fox News again. And oh man, there's nothing worse than a travel cold. I woke up the other day in where the hell was I? I think I was in Seattle, and I was like, no, I'm not getting sick. No. But I did get sick. I did. So we're gonna, yeah, I know. Listen, I am thrilled that I got to talk about that. I am thrilled that I got to tell Jesse Waters that, yes, some of them do indeed have jobs, and they're jobs that you might not expect them to have. And you know what? Listen, this is a narrative on the conservative right that has just got to be dispelled, okay? Antifa is funded by mutual aid. Yes, you can find some things around the lawyers. Okay, that's fine, whatever. But the fact of the matter is I have been up close to the Antifa tent. The mutual, oh my fucking God, do not do this to me. Do not, I am sick. Do not make me explain this again. Where does mutual aid come up? Everywhere. Guys, I have seen the mutual aid tent outside of the Portland ICE facility in person. I've walked by it many, many times over the past couple days. They are funding it themselves. This is not a highly funded operation. It's really, really not. And people have got to start grappling with that reality. Hey, thanks, Jason, for becoming a member of the channel. I really do appreciate it. Nick Incognito, thank you for that. Yeah, no getting the James Lindsay treatment. Yeah, we're going to talk about Andy No. We are going to war with Andy No. No one has to do anything they don't want to do, but Andy No can officially go fuck himself, and we are going to war with him. And I'll talk more about that in a minute. Thank you, DJ. Very nice super chat. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. Oh, man, guys. Yeah, Andy, no. Andy, no. So first off, we're just going to talk tonight, and we're going to see how long I can do this and how my throat holds up, because, again, I do have a head cold. I'm working through that. You guys don't even know. For the Jesse Waters interview, I was praying. I was sitting here. I was like, please, God, don't let me go into a coughing fit during this interview. Please, God. How did you guys think the Fox News interview went? Did everyone see it? Yeah, you like my sexy head cold voice. Thanks, Trendlin. I appreciate it. I slept on you guys don't even know. For the first part of this trip, I slept on Trendlin's couch for like 3 days. The first day, this is actually a funny story. The first day I wake up at Trendlin's house, like right outside San Francisco, Trendlin is sitting at a desk in the next room wearing a fucking onesie bear outfit. And I was like, am I in an episode of The Shining? Like, what is even going on? Trendle is just sitting there dressed up like a fucking bear. Like, pretend, like this is totally normal. Yeah, Jesse was confused when I said they have jobs. Yeah. So, see, already coughing. So you guys think the Fox News interview went well? I'm actually pretty happy with it. I know the producer was happy with it. The producer had good things to say right after the interview, so that was rad. Do you guys want to see the interview again? Hang on, I can find it on Twitter. Hang on, I can find it on Twitter. Hang on, if you guys want to watch the interview again real quick. No, you really didn't need to see my Substack statistics. I don't know why that showed that. Well, you guys now know how much money I make on Substack. That's all right. See, you guys can see how not rich I am, okay? You guys, please donate to Karlyn's Super Chat Fund if you want me to make more money. Sorry about that. That's like the second time I've done that recently. I'm like, I'm not necessarily trying to hide my Substack statistics, but like, it's like, man, why doesn't it just share the right window? Okay, let's see. Take two. You guys can see how rich you don't get covering socialism. Yeah, don't show us your porn. Yeah, that would have been that would have been great. Hey, you guys can donate super chats now if you want me to make more money. Did I poop at Chandler's? No, I did go by Chandler's though. I know exactly where Chandler is. Yeah, it's the head cold. Yeah. Okay, let's play the interview.
Karlyn Borysenko is an independent journalist and host of Decode the Left. So, Karlyn, you've been out there and checking out some of these
Donnie girl!
Antifa tents.
Thank you.
What have you seen?
Donnie girl. Appreciate it.
Jesse, I've been actually undercover with Antifa at multiple events in the past week, and I'm now in Portland, where I've been at the ICE facility, where you're right, they do have a ton of mutual aid supplies at the tents, but what's more interesting to me is actually the graffiti that I've seen around the ICE facility, where there are multiple calls to kill cops, kill ICE, that are posted on public property all around the blocks in the vicinity.
Thank you.
All right, so they've been under a little bit more pressure over the last couple weeks. There's been a lot of heat on them, the media heat. Also, there's just been more manpower out there. How have Antifa adopted?
I mean, I would say from my perspective.
Hang on, real quick. Is Curtis Yarvin on my? I don't really have an opinion on Curtis Yarvin, to be honest. I have no opinion either way. I don't really know that much about him. But I appreciate the super chat. Thank you. Okay, back to the interview.
And again, I've been out in Portland for several days now. I actually have not seen a lot of additional manpower here. And so for Antifa here, it seems to be pretty much business as normal. They're still being disruptive and blocking the roads. They're actually holding a giant disco dance party outside the ICE facility tonight. So I'm sure that's going to lead to some chaos.
All right. So they don't work. They just what? Dance and light fires all night?
Well, I think some of them do actually have jobs. I mean, these are teachers. Some of them are lawyers. Some of them, they're Starbucks baristas. They're Amazon employees. So I don't necessarily agree with the notion that they don't work. And that's actually part of how they fund all the supplies in those tents is through something called mutual aid, where they take their salaries and they're donating to those supplies. But certainly there are some that are kind of out there 24/7.
All right. So some do, some don't. But you're saying there's teachers that go and teach elementary school, and then at night they throw Molotov cocktails at a building?
Oh, yeah, 100%. I was just undercover at a couple anarchist book fairs over the weekend in both San Francisco and Seattle. And there were absolutely teachers in the crowd there. And I picked up multiple stickers and posters with Molotov cocktails, call to kill ICE, and calls to kill the police.
Wow. All right. Well, the police seem to be on their side. We've seen lots of video where it looks like they've given these people shelter, acted as human shields. Have you noticed that?
I've definitely noticed the police taking what I would consider to be a rather lax approach to Antifa, especially in Portland. Now, this might not be directly their fault. I think they might be getting orders from above about what they can and cannot do. So, but I haven't seen arrests. I haven't seen any sort of use of force against these people that are out there causing problems every single day.
Yeah, it's the politicians. They tell the police chief not to be too tough on these people, and now you're seeing the results. Well, great reporting. Keep up the great work, Caroline. Thank you so much, and stay safe.
Now, the question I have is, why do I look so much bigger on Fox News than I do right now? Why do I look so much fucking bigger on Fox News than I do right now? Whatever. See, here's my next disguise. I'm just going to give away my next undercover disguise. It's time for me to lose weight. I'm actually going to do it. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if I feel like going to the gym. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate it. Thank you. I thought it went pretty, yeah, well, you know, we're gonna talk to him about that at some point. No, but the camera angle's not different, actually. This is exactly the same setup. It's literally exactly the same. I'm on my laptop. It's the same setup. So you just had it back a little bit further, but I don't know, man. Whatever. Yeah, the camera, well, yeah, whatever, I guess. Anyway, okay, let's see. So the Fox News interview went great. That's big Fox News win. Thank you. You know what was funny about that is the producer called me this morning, and you know, I think I've got a pretty good relationship with this producer now, which is awesome. So maybe I'll be doing more appearances. That would be pretty fucking great. But so the original plan for the interview was they wanted to send a car to get me, to drive me to Seattle, which is 3 hours away, to do the interview in the studio there. And it was like, literally, they had called the car was waiting for me downstairs. And then I got a call from the producer saying, don't get in the car. We're just going to do it in the hotel. The studio canceled. So there was a bit, like, this morning was so stressful trying to figure out where to actually do this Fox News interview. And it just ended up in my hotel room, the hotel room here is fucking beautiful. This is not like a big expensive hotel room. It's just a really nice hotel room. So it actually worked out pretty great. So I was pretty happy about that. Why does he think you're Caroline? You know what? It was a great interview. Don't worry about it, okay? Don't worry about it. I'll answer to almost anything. I lean slightly left of center, but you're my favorite fascist. Oh, thank you. Thank you for that. I do appreciate it. So that was pretty great. I appreciate all the support, guys. I really do appreciate that I got a chance to talk about Antifa being funded by mutual aid. And I know Jesse Waters was surprised by that, but that's just reality. And we need to start getting this message out there, because if opinion leaders like people in the Trump administration don't understand how Antifa is funded, they're not going to be able to effectively deal with the problem. So I don't know. I don't want Jesse Waters to feel like I ambushed him, but like, that was just the answer to the question. So that's what it is. If you want some food, try Burgerville. Oh man, no, I'm not gonna try Burgerville. I did have a great burrito earlier though. I had a great burrito earlier. It was really exciting. Illustration Station, generational effing run. Yo, I am on a generational run. I am, and I'll tell you guys this. I have a secret. Do you guys want to know the secret? I'm gonna be speaking. I don't know if this is a good idea or a bad idea. This could potentially be a bad idea, but I'm going to do it anyway. Who knows the NPR program, This American Life? Anyone listening to This American Life on NPR? I know you're probably not all big NPR listeners, but does anyone know this program? I'm taking donations of lightly don't tread on me gear, since y'all seem cool with the government boots now. DM me, I'll send a label. Well, yeah, I mean, hey, thanks for the money. I appreciate that. You know This American Life? Do you happen to believe, how do you believe the revolution will happen? I think they're going to try to overthrow the government. I don't know exactly how, but I think they're going to try to overthrow it. Okay. Tomorrow, maybe, allegedly, a producer with This American Life is going to follow me around the Antifa encampment, and I'm going to bring her to all of the graffiti areas, and I'm going to show her all of the things that I got at the Seattle Book Fair and all of that stuff. And I'm going to try to walk with her through the Antifa encampment just to see what happens. So maybe there's going to be a thing about me on This American Life. Maybe. We'll see. But I'm a little apprehensive about that one. But it's what it is. Why would Andy no discredit me? Hey, that's a great question. Let's talk about that. Hang on. So I'm on a generational fucking run here. Nick Fuentes is not the only one on a generational run. I am also on a generational run. Let's see. Happy your work is being recognized. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Trendolyn. You can tell everyone about my Miss Piggy painting. Oh yeah, Trendolyn has a great Miss Piggy painting in her bathroom where Miss Piggy has like 6 nipples. And it's pretty great. It's pretty great. Well, no, I mean, I don't trust NPR either. And by the way, the producer knows that. But I have some things I want to say. And I think it could be an interesting opportunity. And I'm going to be recording every single thing I say to that woman. So we're going to know what was actually said versus how they're going to frame it. So we'll see how that goes. Thanks, Donna, for the super sticker. I appreciate it. Oh, man. Okay, let's talk about Andy No. Let's talk about Andy No. Hang on. Let me get this up. Let's talk about Andy No. Because let me show you this. Where is it? Where is it? Okay. Andy No is now openly fucking coming at me. Now, this has been building for a while. And I want people to really understand this, okay? I have been trying to work with Andy No for fucking years. Years. Yeah, we're about to launch Comrade War 3. Yep. I have been trying to work with Andy No for years. I have been nothing. Oh, look at me. Look at me yelling. Yeah. That was awesome. That was awesome. It felt so good to yell at those MAGA retards. By the way, Andy No seems to think that he can get MAGA to turn against me and that's going to impact my audience. What Andy No doesn't seem to realize is that I have literally built an entire audience off of telling the truth about conservatives and conservative influencers and shitting on MAGA retards. Let me ask you guys this. 1 in the chat if you like that I shit on MAGA retards. 2 in the chat if you would like me to stop shitting on MAGA retards. Let me know. 1 in the chat if you like that I shit on MAGA retards. 2 in the chat if you think that I just go too far and I should really stop that. Oh, look at all those ones. Look at all those ones, Andy. Look at all those ones. Look at all those ones in the chat. Because the thing of it is I am not the only person who has an issue with MAGA retards. And last night at the ICE facility, I was literally physically attacked by 3 technically, but 2 of them put their hands on me. 2 MAGA retards who were drunk, who were belligerent. That guy in the red sweater was drunk and belligerent the entire night. The guy in the flannel was drunk and belligerent. The other guy that hit me was drunk and belligerent. And the thing is, people might not want to hear this, but the thing is, there are a lot of people drinking at the ICE facility. Oh, here we got our first MAGA retard. Oh no, I'm a narcissist. Oh no, you just got banned on my channel. Oh no. I have literally in the last 24 hours banned probably hundreds of people on this channel who are trying to make excuses for the fact that I was physically assaulted by drunk MAGA retards last night. And I know a lot of people have said, Karlyn, how do you know they're MAGA? They're MAGA. Trust me. This is not in dispute. It was not in dispute for anyone there. Everyone knew they were MAGA. See? Oh, look. Oh, there it is. Oh, yup. We got more MAGA retards. Oh, no. Oh, no. Bye. Banned. Bye. Let's see. Left wing, right wing, some dodo. No needs to learn not to fuck with these snakes. Too bad, but he's too busy checking Stripe. Yep, that's entirely true. That's entirely true. I told you back in spring, Jupiter transiting your 10th house this year would result in you finally being recognized. Also, Saturn goes into Aries in February in the next 3 years. This should really take off. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So I was physically assaulted last night at the ICE facility. I made a video about it. I put that out, and people can go watch the live stream. And actually, let me just do this. So this is an extremely quick clip. I didn't make this clip, by the way. Someone else made this clip. This is an extremely quick clip of me actually. Oh shit! You guys can't see it. Hang on. 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 This
I ain't
one.
say anything. I ain't say anything. I ain't say anything.
So this is an extremely quick clip, and we'll just go through it. So what happened is this guy right here in the hat, that guy right there. So what happened was I was filming the Antifa encampment, which if you look down the sidewalk, the Antifa encampment is in the back of the sidewalk. It's over here, okay? It's like to the left of that guy. That's where that is. So I was filming something happening in the Antifa encampment. Basically, there was nothing really going on. Other people were filming it. I wasn't that interested in it. And I basically turned around and I walked up the sidewalk. When I walked up the sidewalk, this fucking drunk douchebag right here in the hat started screaming at me. He said, "You hit me, you bumped me." He started screaming at me. I didn't touch this guy. I got nowhere near this guy. But he started screaming at me because he was trying to provoke an altercation because he was drunk. And the reason that I know he's drunk is because multiple of his friends came up to me and told me he was drunk. Multiple people said, he's drunk, that you have to excuse him, he's drunk, blah, blah, blah. And all of them were fucking sitting around drinking, okay? And by the way, the left drinks too. The left is smoking so much weed down at that ICE facility, it's not even funny. Like, the air is rife with weed. And I say this as someone who smokes weed, and it's even overpowering for me. I'm like, man, this is like too much. The Cap guys and his buddies are threatening to sue me for slandering them and defending you on X. Well, they're fucking retards if they think that's going to happen. So basically, so this guy starts screaming at me, and this is where the video picks up here. So this guy is screaming at me, and so I'm like, fuck you. And so basically, I stood right in front of him, and you'll see I didn't hit him, but I did this. I stuck my middle finger in his face, and I said, get the fuck away from me, go fuck off. And so then, here's what happened. Boom, he hits me. Boom. Here, we'll see it again. Boom. I didn't hit him. I was standing. I was stationary. So he wants to try to fucking sue me. That's on video. That's on video. It's very clear. And people can go back and watch the live streams. Again, I didn't make this clip. I didn't make it this short. Someone else made this clip. But you can see right there. I am standing. I am stationary. And he hit me. And now he's running around trying to say, she hit me, she hit me. Do you guys see me hitting him? Do you guys see me hitting him? And then there was another guy that came over, and there was another guy that hit me as well. No. See, this is the fucking excuse. He just slapped your hand out of his face. That's a physical assault. You guys understand that, right? You guys understand that. For all of these retarded men that are going, he just slapped your hand out of his face. I wasn't touching him, bro. I wasn't touching him. He hit me. That is called hitting a woman. That is hitting a woman. So for all you fucking retards that are like, oh, he just slapped you, it's no big deal. I'm sorry, would you do that to your fucking wife? Would you do that to your fucking girlfriend? Would you do that to your fucking sister? Please, go fuck yourself. Oh, you're out? Oh no, guys, we lost the trucking truth. Oh no, however will we survive? You just got banned, bro, bye. If you are defending a man putting his hands on a woman, unless that woman is physically assaulting him, go fuck off, Brittany. Goodbye, Brittany's banned, goodbye. Listen, if I had actually hit that guy, that would have been an excuse for him to hit me. And I believe that, man. If a woman is actually hitting a man, then I believe that he can hit back. He has the right to defend himself. I didn't hit anyone. I stood there like this. And then he hit me because he was a drunk, belligerent loser. MAGA guys, they boast about how they wrestle bears into submission, but feel threatened when a woman flips the bird at them. Yeah, it's really sad and pathetic. It really, really is. It really, really is. Press charges for battery. Listen, here's the thing about this. I really don't want to. It's one of those things where it's like, obviously this guy is a pathetic loser. Obviously this guy has a lot of problems. Do I want to deal with the ridiculous thing of pressing charges? Not really. However, Andy No is kind of putting me into a position where I think I might have to. And the reason is that Andy No posted footage out of context. Andy No is trying to make people think that I'm an unhinged psycho that was just oh, no. See, here's the thing, MAGA retards. Here's the thing. Do not ever make excuses for a man putting his hands on a woman. You're acting belligerent. Oh yeah, he was drunk and belligerent and hit me. You're getting a timeout right now. You ever make an excuse for a man hitting me again, you can literally go fuck yourself. That's how I feel about it. I have had to ban. No, see, this is again. No, your personal space is not a thing. No. If you are on a public sidewalk and you're screaming at someone belligerently and all I do is flip the bird, that is not a fucking assault. So you are now permanently banned. Goodbye. This is the thing. I have literally been banning MAGA retards all day long who are like, you stuck your finger in his face. You deserve to get hit. You were mean and you yelled at him. You deserve to get hit. Go fuck yourselves. It's disgusting. It is disgusting behavior for MAGA retards to take the side of a drunk, belligerent asshole who was out there causing problems. And now Andy No has jumped on this because Andy No is pissed off at me and he's trying to discredit my work. Okay? Let me get a super chat in. Hey, don't hit women is now the libtard take for you guys. Yeah. Exactly. Now conservatives are like, it's totally fine to hit women if those women say and do things that we don't like, even if those women don't actually touch us. It's so disgusting. It just is. And listen, I'm not physically hurt. I wasn't physically hurt by it. In this matter of Andy No attempting to mute competition with respect to being the most visible commentator on yes. That's what this is. And I'm going to tell you this too. Why is Andy No posting footage without showing the assault? This is, and can I just put this tweet in the chat? And I want everyone to go and drag Andy No's ass. Why is Andy No posting footage without showing the assault? It's not that Andy No doesn't know the assault happened. It's that Andy No is trying to craft a narrative that I am a crazy leftist because Andy No is trying to discredit my work. I just put the tweet in the chat, guys. If you want to go comment and tell Andy to go fuck himself, please feel free to do so. Yeah, Andy No's argument right now is literally words are violence. We've come full circle. This is the conservative argument. Words are literally violence according to conservatives. Let me put this in the chat over on Rumble. Did I touch him? No. People are asking, did I touch him? I didn't touch him at all. I did not touch him. I did not bump him. When I stuck my finger in his face, it was as far away from him as it is from the camera now. I'm not touching the camera. Now, he might not have liked that, but I absolutely did not touch him. So what I would like everyone to know is that, hang on, Andy has no credibility in this. He's being intellectually dishonest. He is totally butthurt over you because you're doing a better job on Antifa now. Yes, that's exactly right. Andy No is pissed off because my work is taking off and Andy hasn't done any real journalism in years. But let me tell you guys something else that happened earlier today. So, okay, this isn't the first time that Andy has done this. 2 days ago, when the Turning Point USA story was released, where Turning Point USA was following me around to these anarchist book fairs, and I posted the clip on the channel if people haven't seen it, I was really excited about this Turning Point story. Jonathan Cho did an excellent job. Matt Adams did an excellent job. I cannot say enough good things about Jonathan Cho and Matt Adams. So this is not an issue of competition. This is an issue of intellectual honesty and intellectual integrity. Tayton says the classical liberals, MAGA, and the Twitter influencers want to challenge a woman who has been so on point at exposing the left for years. Thousands of hours this woman will spend to end your game. Yeah, we are going to war with these fucking people. I'm sick of this shit. I had a violent ex-husband. Good for sticking to your ideals, Karlyn. Glad you're safe and well. All these fools condoning it need a brain. Yes. And I want to say this too. I'm going to say this too. Tommy is a fucking king. Tommy is the nicest guy, honestly. And Tommy was sticking up for me. Tommy was telling those retards to cut it out. And so I really want people to know it wasn't every single person there. It wasn't every MAGA person there. And I really, really did appreciate that Tommy was sticking up for me. Tommy is truly, like, I haven't spent much time with him, but like what I have spent with him, he is like the nicest guy. He is so sweet. I really do appreciate him. I think he gets a little rowdy, and I think it's definitely been entertaining for me to talk to him. But I have no beef with Tommy at all. Tommy is a king, and you will not change my mind on that. Hang on, I gotta take a sip of soda. Big men shouldn't show up at ICE. An ICE protest sloppily drunk and not expect a middle finger in the face when they accuse a woman of being a terrorist. Yeah. Exactly. I had this belligerent tool yelling at me because he thought I was Antifa, but I'm the one that's wrong? Okay. Okay. Nice story, conservatives. Nice story. Proud of you, Fox News, and getting your work out there. Hey, thank you. I appreciate that. No, Tommy is the real deal. He's a good guy. He really is. It is so crazy there when you go out, stay safe, and stay at least one camera at all times. I definitely will paperclip. I appreciate that. So here's the thing. Listen, I'm in a hotel, okay? I have a limited selection of things, and it's just been a busy day. I didn't even get a cup of coffee today. The reason I'm drinking this, I didn't even get coffee today. I need caffeine, okay? I need caffeine. Leave me alone. Anyway. So, this is not the first time that Andy No has done something like this to me. When the Turning Point story came out, Andy No very purposefully did not give me credit for that story. And this really pisses me off because for people like, okay, 1 in the chat if you enjoyed the Turning Point USA piece, 2 in the chat if you haven't watched it yet or you hated it, I don't know. 1 in the chat if you enjoyed the Turning Point USA piece, 2 in the chat if you didn't or you didn't watch it. No, I got sick in Seattle. I maybe even got sick in San Francisco. I don't know. So a lot of you really like the Turning Point USA piece. Yeah. So guys, here's what people need to know. That Turning Point USA piece would not have happened if I hadn't planned this trip. I planned all the events. I did all the recon for it. I basically handed it to Jonathan Cho on a silver platter and I said, you guys want to come to me with this because it's really fucking cool. And they did, and they covered it, and they did an amazing job. But that Turning Point USA piece was built entirely, 100% on my work. If I hadn't been doing this, that Turning Point USA piece would never have happened because those things that I brought Jonathan Cho to weren't even on his radar. He had no idea about them at all. And he was shocked, and he should have been. The mental gymnastics about defending a woman beater is sickening. Totally, bro. Totally. I support your new disguise idea. Keep that 29-year-old body in check. In my opinion, press charges. It just validates the smears against you. Yeah, don't press charges. Yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll see. I don't really want to. So, mistake number 1 that Andy made this week, Andy refused to give me any credit for the Turning Point USA piece because he's a bitter, petty little gay man sitting in his flat in London, not doing any actual real work. Okay, so that's mistake number 1 that he fucking made. Mistake number 2 that he made is this happened this morning. So I had a really interesting, oh my gosh, this fucking head cold, man, this is like pissing me off. I had a really interesting conversation with someone today. I'm not going to say who it was, but I need you guys to trust me that this person is a very, very, very credible source. This person is someone who has worked with Andy No. This person is someone who has done quite a bit. I had a conversation with this person today, and I was told, Karlyn, people close to Andy No are coming into my DMs to send me things to discredit you, to try to prevent me from working with you. And everyone this is coming from is someone that works for Andy No. And guess what? Who the primary person is? The primary person this is coming from is someone who actually does Andy No's research for him. So Andy No isn't even doing his own research. Andy No isn't even doing his own journalism. Andy No is effectively paying someone else to do his journalism for him. And that person's perfectly happy because that person's getting paid to do it. And now this person, oh, look, oh, another, you're an Antifa plant. Yeah, this is like peak conservative retardia right here. Yeah, you got me, conservatives. I'm an Antifa plant. You got me. Yep. Banned. Bye. Yep. Andy No has a ghost researcher. Yep. And that ghost researcher, hang on, I'll get that super chat in a second. That ghost researcher is now sliding into people's DMs trying to discredit my work. Why would Andy No do that? Why would Andy No do that? Why would someone close to Andy No be sliding into people's DMs for no reason other than to say, are you sure you want to work with Karlyn? Have you seen this smear campaign? Have you seen that smear campaign? Have you seen this smear campaign? I found out about this morning. But it doesn't surprise me because that's what conservatives do. This is what conservatives do all the fucking time. Hang on, hang on. Glad you're okay. I've missed your lives while you were out doing hard work. I used to think conservatives were the voice of reason, and now there's been a massive wake-up call. Mount the like button. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. Mount the like button, everyone. And so now, this is now mistake number 3, where Andy No is purposefully trying to discredit me among conservatives by posting footage where he does not show me being assaulted by conservatives. He doesn't show me being assaulted by conservatives at all. He shows me yelling and screaming because guess what, guys? I was really fucking pissed. I was really fucking pissed. And so, yes, if a conservative is trying to assault me, if a conservative is coming at me, I'm going to treat them no differently than I'm going to treat Antifa. I'm going to treat them no differently than I'm going to treat the left. That is just reality, guys. And so, do I regret yelling? No, not at all. Not in any way. And so, Andy No, though, taking this out of context to say, oh, this is just her acting crazy, he can straight go fuck himself. So far as I'm concerned, yeah, this shit just got personal. Exactly. This shit just got personal. So far as I am concerned, and listen, I want to be very clear about this. I never tell anyone what to do. I will never tell you what to do. I actually have the worst cult in the history of cults because, like, you don't even really have to. Hang on. Getting hot. I'm going to take off this sweater. The head cold is making me have hot flashes. Oh no. Hang on. Take my money, oh glorious Karlyn Borysenko. Conservatives are hypocrites. So fucking true. There are a few that have a brain and leadership qualities to direct actual change. Andy just declared war. The cult is with you. See, this is the thing. This is the thing. We are now at war with Andy No. And listen, we've been to war with people before. Shut the fuck up. Musican, shut up. No, I'm not taking off my shirt. Everyone relax. Everyone relax. We've been at war with conservative influencers before. I went to war with James Lindsay in 2023, and we successfully drove James Lindsay insane. James Lindsay is now completely irrelevant because we successfully drove him insane. And so Andy No wants war with me. We will absolutely go to war with this little bitch. Because the fact of the matter is this. Andy No has been sitting his ass in London doing no real journalism for years. It's not even like Andy isn't even covering Antifa in Europe. Andy isn't covering Antifa in London. Andy isn't covering Antifa in Paris. So what the fuck is he doing? He's paying other people to do his research for him. Then he takes credit for it. And now he's trying to actively discredit me because he's pissed off that my work is better than his. So we're declaring war. This is Comrade War 3. I forget, what was Comrade War 2? Someone said this is War 3. Maybe it's just Comrade War 2. Who else did we declare war on? I don't even remember. We definitely declared war on James Lindsay. Was there another Comrade War? Did I just miss it? I may have just missed it. So this is either Comrade War 2 or 3. And Carrie, I guess. Well, Carrie, I guess. And Andy can go fuck himself. And I want everyone to drag Andy's ass on this tweet. Again, I'm going to put the link to the tweet in the chat. Can you please drag his ass on this? Because he's doing this to try to discredit me. I came out of nowhere. Bro, hang on. Not that one. I didn't come out of nowhere, bro. I've been doing this for 5 years. So we're going to be doing memes about Andy. We're going to be doing songs about Andy. We are going to pick apart every single thing that Andy says and does. And the other thing that I learned is this. Yeah, the war has always been versus autumn. I guess that's true. Carrie was not worthy of a war. Totally true. Totally true. If you don't have X, don't worry about it. You're let off the hook if you don't have X. But like, we're going to be like, I don't engage in dishonest wars. I will say everything we do in this war against Andy No is going to be about intellectual honesty and integrity about what is going on the left. So I want to be picking apart every single thing this asshole says. I want to be picking apart every single thing this asshole does. I want to be picking apart every single story this guy puts online. I want people in Andy's replies all the fucking time. Every single time Andy makes a mistake, we are going to exploit it, and we are going to fight him with facts and evidence and truth, and he can go fuck himself. Because if Andy had a problem with things I was saying, he should have debated me intellectually, honestly, not doing this stupid shit where he's not giving me credit for my work, he's pretending I don't exist, he's pretending he never heard of me. And I'll tell you guys this too. You guys are going to be so shocked at how many times I have sent Andy No's stories that he has ignored. You guys are going to be blown away at how many times I have sent Andy No's stories of here's communists talking about overthrowing the government. Here's communists talking about abolishing the family. Here's communists doing this. Here's communists doing that. He ignores it almost every single time. And here's another thing I've learned too. And I found this out while I was here. I've heard from 3 people on this trip just in the last week. 3 different independent journalists who bust their asses. I have a lot of respect for independent journalists, guys. I am an independent journalist. I'm entirely independently funded. I have heard from 3 independent journalists in the last week and a half that Andy No has taken their content and used it without crediting them. And that is disgusting behavior. Andy is in an incredibly privileged position. He has an incredible amount of support and money and financial backing, and he is literally stealing from independent journalists that are out there busting their asses every single day to get this information, and he's calling the research his own. So Andy No can quite literally go fuck himself. Came in late. Andy No needs to understand that Dr. K is the right person to engage. Let him see she's a solid research. Maybe turn this into alliance. No. If Andy wants to apologize to me and to start playing nicely with me, we'll see what happens. But I will say this right now, I'm not inclined to work with Andy. I'm not inclined to work with anyone that isn't interested in the truth. I am not inclined to work with people who take things out of context to discredit me. I'm not inclined to work with people whose best argument is Karlyn is fat. Really, what are they going to do if I ever decide to lose weight? What are they ever? It's not that I don't know how to lose weight. I just don't feel like fucking doing it. What are these people going to do if I ever actually decide to lose weight? They're going to have no other argument against me because the only intellectual argument that these people make against me is Karlyn is fat. They cannot debate me. They cannot debate my ideas. They cannot debate my work. They can't do any of this. And so they can go fuck themselves. I'd love to. Well, I mean, I don't know how Nick and I would work together, though. I really don't know how Nick and I would work together. And I love Nick and I adore Nick and I'd be open to ideas, but I don't know how that would work. Yeah, they'll accuse me of using those. I'm definitely not going to use Ozempic. That's absolutely not going to happen. But listen. My ass looks great. You guys got to admit that. I've got a great fucking ass, okay? You know, the keto diet's okay. My big thing is I need to go back to the gym. I know exactly how to lose weight. Losing weight is not a problem for me when I actually try to do it. But I'm sick right now, guys. I'm sick. Okay, I'm sick. Leave me alone. I'm sick. Oh man, I feel like I'm so much more puffy right now, like all over the place, just because I've got this fucking head cold. It sucks. It sucks. So I do have good legs. It's true. Yep. Well, see, here's the thing. Here's the thing. No one actually does. Is the thing. My work speaks for itself. Who the fuck cares how much I weigh? The only people who should care about this are like me and my husband. And trust me, my husband's fine. My husband is fine with the situation. My husband loves my copious ass, okay? So no one else really should worry about it. Should we make bets on how long it's going to take before he cries victim? She declared war on me. I'm afraid. Well, that's actually not a bad idea. We should definitely do that. But listen, if Andy was out there doing boots on the ground journalism, I would probably be a lot more forgiving because I really do have a great respect for people who do on the ground journalism. I have a great respect for people like Jonathan Cho, like Katie Davis Court, like Honey Badger Mom, like Matt Adams, like all the people who actually go to events. I am more than willing to make allowances and all that. Yep, I'm married. Yep, true. True. The fact of the matter is, Andy No has not done work like that for years. Andy No lives in London. Andy No doesn't do any real journalism anymore. Andy No does what I call Twitter journalism, where he looks at what is popular on Twitter and then he writes a story about what's popular on Twitter. Anytime Andy's reported something lately, I reported it days, weeks, or months before him. That's just reality. I don't care about Andy being gay so much, but Andy isn't even doing on-the-ground journalism in London. So what the fuck is he an expert in? What is he doing? Tommy is live talking very positively. Please tell Tommy I love him and I appreciate him. I'm going to come say hi to him. I'm going to come out to the ice facility after this. Hopefully the rain has let up a little bit. It's raining out, but I am going to be going out to the ice facility soon. So I will go say hi to Tommy. Yeah. Yes, Andy is grifting on his past career. And we saw this. We watched the episode of, what was it, Culture War with on Tim Pool's show, where Andy was basically on there talking about all the things he did in 2016 and all the things from 2020. It's like, it's 2025, bro. It's literally 2025. Either start doing new shit or shut the fuck up. Because the fact of the matter is, Andy No is not doing real journalism about Antifa anymore. My work kicks his ass every single day of the week. My work is better. I have better receipts. I'm going undercover when he's not. I'm bringing the receipts when he's not. I'm teaching people when he's not. Like, it's so ridiculous. They're really trying to tear Karlyn down in Tommy's comments in his Discord. It's really gross. Well, this is the way low IQ retards behave. Guys, this is the way they behave. But Tommy is a king, and I adore him. Thank you, Mason. I appreciate it. Yeah, and see, this is the thing, guys. This is what I'm saying. Like, Andy can try to frame this any way he wants. The streamers on the ground here are on my side. Everyone, like, you should have seen people. They were so apologetic. They were like, I'm so sorry those idiots attacked you. Like, literally every single person I talked to last night, they were on my side. Almost everyone on YouTube is on my side. Almost everyone watching on Substack is on my, oh, look. They put a fat filter on me. It's just angles, man. It's angles and lighting, angles and lighting, angles and lighting. That's all it is. This is exactly the same setup I just had on Fox News. It's exactly the same setup. Nothing has changed. Angles and lighting. Anyway. Is Andy going to teach people about Well, Reagan, I forgot to tell you this. We had a bashback sighting in the wild yesterday. Actually, let me show you guys. Hang on. Where the fuck did I put it? Hang on. Where did I put my bag? Oh, here it is. I gotta show you guys. What I got yesterday. Hang on. I gotta show you guys this. Check this out. We went to a queer bookstore yesterday. Look what I got. I got the Protect Trans Kids t-shirt with a knife. This was at a queer kids bookstore yesterday. And we actually had a bashback sighting in the wild. Honey Badger Mom actually bought a bashback pin at the queer bookstore yesterday. So, and I bought this. And then we went to an old communist bookstore. Look what I got. Look at this. It's like an Etch-a-Sketch with communism. Look at this thing. Look at this. This was in a commie bookstore. I was like, I have to have it. And then, first edition, Anarchist Cookbook is now mine. First fucking edition, 1971 from the commie bookstore. Let's see, what else did I get? Hang on, I got a bunch of other stuff too. Look at this. This is a gender binder. I got this at the Queer Kids bookstore. Karlyn is still the best fascist dominatrix that dominates conservatives into submission. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Look at this. Look at this. This is a gender book that teaches you all about how to have your gender celebration ritual. Look at this. This is a whole gender workbook. We'll go through all of this. This thing is crazy. Let's see. This is a comic book about gender surgery. I got this at the Queer Kids bookstore. Bi-Genital Revolution, a very graphic guide to non-binary gender-affirming phalloplasty. Yep, they sell these in kids' bookstores. Tommy should have stepped up in front of you. No, Tommy tried. Listen, Tommy tried. He really did. I could hear him. So no one be pissed at Tommy. Tommy did what he could do, man. Listen, it's the Wild West out there. I have no beef with Tommy at all. Tommy's a king. Let's see. What else did I get? Oh, mindful occupation. Look at this. A mindful occupation, rising up without burning out. How great is that? A direct action handbook, a guide to organizing and protest safety. Look at this. Fat is beautiful. I got a fat zine. Fat zine. Awesome. Queers for Palestine, queer voices from the fight for Palestinian liberation. This is all about the May Day protests. How to start a tenants union. Look, karate. Beginner's karate. Resources and definitions for anti-racist work. And then on the legitimacy of property destruction. So that was just my haul from one of the trips we did yesterday. Honey Badger Mom and I went to like 6 different bookstores yesterday. It was rad. Let's see, what else did I get? Oh. Not that. Actually, Tommy gave me this pin. So another win for King Tommy. Let's see. How to make a queer zine. That's it. What else do I have? Oh, check this out. History of May Day. The abolition of work. Is communism un-American? This is old. This is like an old zine. This is like a historical one. Hey, thanks, Mary. I really appreciate it. Let's see. This is the new forms of racism. Again, this is a zine from like the 70s. They have all sorts of historical shit. My friend told me the watermelon is because it's the flag, the color of the Palestinian flag without using the flag. That makes sense, actually. Look at this. This is from the 70s, guys. Fighting racism for unity and progress. And then this is like the Paris Commune. Actually, hang on. Let me get something else. Hang on. Hang on. Where did I put it? Boom. I've got so much stuff. So this is all from an old used bookstore in Seattle. Check this out. Check this out. Hang on. I got so much shit here. Hang on. Hormone replacement therapy zine. Just flyers. Freedom Road Socialist Organization. Oh, I got a book about gay resistance. Smash the Church, Smash the State. This is about militant gay activism. Hang on, I got a cough. Hang on. See, this is where the head cold's starting to kick in, and I'm like, but I want to show this to you guys. Hang on. Let's see. Showed you that. Okay, so these are all super old. On the Jewish question from Trotsky. This is from the 70s on the Jewish question. This is from the 30s. Lenin on the Jewish question. This is a zine from the fucking 30s. The Truth About Israel and Zionism. That's from the 70s. This is also from the 70s. Liberalism, ultra leftist activism or mass action. But then check this out. This used bookstore had all of these old magazines. So these are all old communist magazines from the 70s, from the 60s and the 70s. Check this shit out. This is so cool. You can't even find these online. This was all in a used old bookstore. All these are Liberation magazine. So it's just like really cool. And I'm like, I need to start a leftist museum. Like we're going to do a leftist museum. We're archiving all this stuff. How cool is that? How much this was expensive, man. This was about $25 to $30 per magazine, which I'm more than happy to pay because it's fucking cool and you can't get it anywhere else. And so, listen, this was like the older stuff was like the big splurge of the entire trip, but I got so much cool stuff. So, isn't that neat though? Look at all the old commie stuff we have. And what this is going to do, guys, is this is going to help us to track the development of communist ideology in America by actually going back and reading like their old school publications. And so now we have the primary source archive to do that. And we're going to start archiving all of this stuff. And we're going to start doing this all through the Center for Left-Wing Studies. And it's going to be fucking awesome. So Andy No can go suck it, to be honest. Well, Andy No, hey, thanks to Trendlin for the best shirt. Yeah, Trendlin bought a shirt. So Andy No wants to dick around in London and post out of context stuff about me. Well, Andy No is dicking around. I'm literally going to old used bookstores, finding all this old leftist propaganda, collecting it, archiving it. Suck it, Andy. Exactly. With all these old books. I've scored so much good stuff on this trip. I actually had to mail back a bunch of stuff because I don't even have room in my suitcase for all this. So we'll see how I'm going to get it home. Anyway. Yeah, we got to get that grant money. Yeah, Soros. Yeah, I wish fucking Soros funded me. I wish Soros funded me. Actually, guys, if you want to fund the work I'm doing, hang on. If you want to fund my ability to buy that cool stuff, head over to the Center for Left-Wing Studies. That is leftwingstudies.com. You can make a tax-deductible gift. We will be archiving all of this stuff through the Center for Left-Wing Studies. So this is all going directly through that project. And this is part of what we're doing. We're collecting zines. We're analyzing zines. We want to analyze the full development of leftist activism. So if you want to help fund it, that's the way to do it. Let's see. You're going to need a freaking 18-wheeler. Yo, so true, Pete. So true, but that's okay. That's okay. Lots of cool stuff. Why do I show tattoos on my arms? Why wouldn't I show my fucking tattoos? My tattoos are awesome. Why wouldn't I show my tattoos? Look at this. I sat in a chair for 20 hours to get this tattoo. Why wouldn't I show? Conservatives are all like, she has tattoos. She must be Antifa. No, go fuck yourselves. What happened with Matt Tardio? I have no fucking idea. I woke up this morning and Matt Tardio was spreading smear campaigns about me on Twitter. So he can quite literally fuck right off. Like, truly. Matt Tardio, again, is another person just like, I've never even spoken to that person. Never even spoken to him. And apparently Matt Tardio thinks it's perfectly fine for drunk MAGA douchebags to hit women. Matt Tardio is spreading smear campaigns about me that have already been debunked. So, go fuck himself. That's how I feel about that. Yes, suck my egg roll, Andy. Indeed. Indeed. So, as you guys can hear, my voice is about to go. I can't talk anymore. So we're going to wrap up the stream, but I just want to thank everyone. I want to thank everyone for their support. I really am glad you guys liked the interview on Fox News. That's awesome. I appreciate all of you. I appreciate the super chats. I appreciate the nice thoughts. Fuck Andy No. We are dragging his ass. The war against Andy No is on. He wants to play this game. I will kick his ass intellectually, of course, never violently, but intellectually. I do better work than him. I do better undercover work than him. I do better analysis than him. He isn't even doing journalism anymore. I do all my own stuff. So I'm going to go take a minute, and I'm going back out to the ICE facility. And that's what we're going to do. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you for hanging out. And I'll talk to you soon.
How are you feeling? How long have you been here?
3 months, May 17th.
And what brought you?
That's difficult to answer.
eventually resulted in your being here in the hospital.
That's difficult to answer.